My name is Juno Jeans. I am a publisher with Robert Adamson of Paperbark Press, and we were thrilled to have this reading at the studio of our dear friend, the great Australian artist, Brett Whiteley. We were great friends for many years, and it's full of meaning for us to be here in the studio today and to welcome Devin Johnston, who is the publisher of Flood Edition and a fellow poet that we have published in Paperbark Press. And he and Robert Adamson will be launching a new Flood Editions title, Reaching Light by Robert Adamson, in these post-COVID times at the Brett Whiteley studio.
So, without further ado, let me introduce Robert. Born in 1943, Robert Adamson lives with his partner, photographer Juno on the Hawkesbury River to the north of Sydney. Over the past 5 decades, he has produced 21 books of poetry and 3 books of prose. He has been awarded the Christopher Brennan Prize for Lifetime Achievement, the Patrick White Award, and the Age Book of the Year Award for the Goldfinches of Baghdad, Flood Editions 2006. His most recent book is Reaching Light, Selected Poems, which is going to be launched officially today. Can we welcome Robert Adamson?
I'm writing this inside the head of a bush stone curlew. We have been travelling for days, moving over the earth, flying when necessary. I am not the bird itself, only its passenger, looking through its eyes. The world rocks slightly as we move over the stubble grass of the dunes. At night, shooting stars draw lines across the velvet dark as I hang in a sling of light between the bird's nocturnal eyes. The heavens make sense. Seeing this way makes me want to believe that words have meanings, that Australia is no longer a wound in the side of the earth. I think of the white settlers who compared the curlew's song to the cries of women being strangled. And I remember the poets who wrote anthropomorphically as I sing softly from the jelly of the stone curlew's brain. And then I'll garden poem for Juno. Sunlight scatters wild bees across a blanket of flowering lavender. The garden grows visibly in one morning. Native grasses push up, tough and lovely, and your angels trumpets, as your angels trumpets. At midday, the weather with bushfire breath walks about talking to itself. A paper wasp zooms above the smooth river pebbles. In the trees, possums lie flat on the leafy branches to cool off. The cats notice, then fall back to sleep. This day has taken our lives to arrive. Afternoon swings open, although the mechanics of the sun require the moon's white oil. Daylight fades to twilight, streaking bottle brush flowers with shade. The breeze clatters in the green bamboo and shakes its lank hair. At dinner time, the French doors present us with a slice of night, shining clear. A Naples yellow moon outlines the ridges of the mountains. All this neatly laid out on the dining room table across patches of moonlight. All the ones I've read were in the new book. This one, I've just written this. It's in the latest Meandrin, I think. I used to be a commercial fisherman, and I even worked at Bermagui and helped rich people catch marlin. and my father and grandfather were fishermen, especially my grandfather, and that's how we earned money to live, to pay the rent, you know. So I always had, I inherited that ability to catch fish. I can catch fish anywhere really, but I always had this ambiguity with fish that when you kill them, you know, it's not good, and yet if you don't kill them, you don't pay the rent and you don't eat. So this poem involves all that sort of thing. A flying fish alongside my head. We can't hear them talking. The moon slides down a star-scattered sky, loaded with bushfire. It will never touch our flat earth, we say. Jokes are rare tonight. Men stand around on deck, staring at eyes in the heads of the iced-up catch. We prepare to shoot the net and attempt to stifle our rough talk and bleak thoughts. Language is a rope coiled under the netboard. Drop words from the cork line, let stories limp home to our loves. Shake the mesh until lies flutter out and dissolve. Kingies, bandits, greenbacks, whatever we call these fish tonight, they'll snip the pilchards and shred the net's fine wings. Their death pays the rent. Can it be wrong fishing the deep channels for these silver kilos? A jack mackerel skips across the surface, catches a flicker, its flanks lit by moonlight. I asked my grandfather once, why do mullet jump? Inside our heads we glide over the tide, a masked plover, flying out, far from land, its call creaking, iron gates in a gale. Sharp words for a present tense emergency. Far upstream, on glassy Cotton Tree Bay, the mullet are jumping. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.